with the support astronaut, Steve Hawley, has been preparing the orbiter for their arrival and reported that everything is in readiness. Here they come out, led by Gene String from NASA Security and George Abbey, the chief of the office, Ken Mattingly and Henry Hartsfield getting into the Astro van for the trip out to the launch pad. John Young accompanying them. John Young, the commander of the first flight of the Space Shuttle. He'll accompany them out to the pad, and then he will return to fly the shuttle training aircraft to determine that it is indeed possible for them to have a return to launch site aboard if that should become necessary, and to take another look at the weather at the shuttle landing facility. This is shuttle launch control at T-minus 2 hours, 22 minutes and counting. The astronaut caravan carrying astronauts Ken Mattingly and Henry Hartsfield is on its way out to the pad. At the present time, they're on the road leading to the vehicle assembly building. When they reach the pad and go up into the white room prior to entering the orbiter, they're going to be greeted by a sign which was put up by the closeout crew for Auburn University War Eagles, containing those words, plus a number of patches that are representative of the university. Both of the astronauts, as well as Center Director at Kennedy Space Center Dick Smith, are graduates of Auburn University. In the crew compartment, the crew members, Ken Mattingly and Hank Hartsfield, are in the process of going through their switch list to position the switches and doing comm checks to ensure that everything is ready for their mission. In just a short time from now, the technicians will begin the closing of the hatch on the orbiter. Once the hatch is closed and locked in place, special plugs of orbiter insulating materials will be screwed into place. The countdown clock continuing at T-minus 48 minutes, 40 seconds and counting. This is shuttle launch control.
You want to go? Self-test complete. 30 seconds. Okay, they're coming across the swing on now. ISL OTC. ISL go. Okay, on launch commit criteria, you go. We go. DPS OTC. This DPS, we'll go. HYD OTC. CHYD is go. DVD OTC. DVD is go. CWS. CWS is go. COFS. COFS is go. AFM. AFM go. GLS. GLS goes. CCME. CCME go. CTO go. CGSS. CGSS go. CCSE. CCSE is go. NSC. NSC go. OFC. OFC go. GNC. GNC go. MTS. MTS go. SNE. SNE go. APU. APU go. FCT. FCT go. HGD. HGDs go. XFC. Correction, AFC. AFC go. CODS. ODS is go. And CMQC. We're go. Thank you.
The shuttle is now on internal power. However, the fuel cells are still receiving their fuels from ground support equipment for another minute. T-minus 90 seconds and counting. T-minus 1 minute 20 seconds and counting. The liquid hydrogen tank is at flight pressure. Coming up on the 1 minute point in our countdown.
Coming up on T-minus 1 minute.
T-minus 1 minute and counting. The firing system for the sound suppression water system on the pad is armed. T-minus 45 seconds. We're 14 seconds away from switching command of the countdown from the ground computers to the onboard computers. And the development flight instrumentation recorders are on. T-minus 35 seconds. The GOX vent arm is fully retracted, and we're switching control of the countdown to the onboard computers. T-minus 25 seconds. The SRB hydraulic power units have started. T-minus 20 seconds and counting. T-minus 15.
10.
T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. We have main engine ignition. 4, 3, 2, 1. And we have solid motor ignition and liftoff. Liftoff of America's Space Shuttle on its first mission, and we have cleared the tower.
Houston now controlling. Mission control confirmed. Roll maneuver started. 20 seconds. Thrust looks good. 26 seconds. Roll maneuver completed. 30 seconds. 1 nautical mile in altitude. Throttling engines down to 65% now as programmed. 36 seconds. Plot board status looks good. Mission control. 42 seconds. Columbia now 3 nautical miles of altitude. 46 seconds. Coming up on period of maximum aerodynamic pressure on the vehicle. 52 seconds. Columbia now 4 nautical miles in altitude. 56 seconds. Pass through max Q. Still looking good. Throttling engines. Giving a go at throttle up. Mark 1 minute 10 seconds. Columbia now 7 nautical miles in altitude, 4 nautical miles downrange. 1 minute 20 seconds. Columbia now 9 nautical miles in altitude, 6 nautical miles downrange. 1 minute 30 seconds. Columbia now 12 nautical miles in altitude, 9 nautical miles downrange. Velocity now reading 3,900 feet per second. 1 minute 42 seconds. Coming up now in negative seats where altitude is too high for ejection seat use.
Columbia, Houston, negative seats.
Roger, negative seats.
1 minute 57 seconds. Columbia now 21 nautical miles in altitude, 21 nautical miles downrange. 2 minutes 3 seconds. Standing by for solid rocket booster separation.
Roger, PC 50.
2 minutes 14 seconds. Confirmed solid rocket booster separation.